Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, this is White Lightning back to you with some more city skylines in this bustling and growing city of Alexandria. Starting to look pretty good around here, I think. I rezoned our little Romanian neighborhood to include some high-density buildings, which made the European-themed buildings actually take effect and start to come in here. And I really like them. I think they look really sharp and look really good. So yeah, we'll keep it that way and probably continue to zone high density as we as our infrastructure becomes equipped to handle it. Also made some changes over here to the Labar College here and renamed the neighborhood to be the Labar neighborhood. And then it looks like we're getting some traffic back up here. That roundabout may need to expand or have something different happen with it. Yeah, traffic issues in the city are, starting to be an issue. I redid this interchange over here. Wasn't loving how it was working. It was kind of wonky, and I had this big old kind of inefficient roundabout over here. So this definitely looks a lot prettier. Whether or not it's more efficient, we'll just have to see. I do like how I was able to take this on-ramp here down through the middle of this big roundabout instead of having to go along the outside, although that's not the end of the world. In fact, I've done that over here where I want people to be able to come and get in the roundabout or just head straight onto this highway to the other side of the city. But a little bit of slowdown here I'm not too mad about. We're just getting some lane issues. People aren't merging into the correct lane, and this is the annoying thing about traffic in City Skylines. I did go ahead and install the traffic manager, presidential traffic manager rather, which allegedly makes people calculate, makes the cars calculate their trips a little bit better to use the lanes a little bit more efficiently. Still not seeing a ton of progress there though, and we may have to end up doing some reworks. Traffic man is the bane of my existence, but it's the bane of any city manager's existence in real life or in game. So we do what we can. Speaking of traffic, hoi boy. We have problems here, and again, it's caused by people merging into this lane, this far left lane, and not utilizing these other two lanes on this nice big 6-lane road that we've gotten for them, right? People are just ignoring that and then doing the same thing here. It's frustrating, and I'm not sure how to fix it. Actually, one way to potentially fix it would be to work on some public transit options, which is, I think, what we're going to start doing today. So that in conjunction with, I would like to get our first real proper city park going. Why is traffic backed up in here? What is wrong with all of you people? Is my question. And I can't really see what's going on because it's underground. That's a risk, I guess. One thing we could potentially do, depending on where all these people are trying to go, are they just all trying to merge and turn right? If so, that is a heck of a wonky, like they're backed up here at this point, and then what, they're just all backed up and that, I don't know, I don't understand how these lanes are working. But again, we're going to worry about that at some other time. So today we're going to work on probably transit and a park recreation area here in the middle of this grand plaza here. Again, the city's downtown still is a little bit bare, still could use some fleshing out and building out. We will work on that as we get the demand for it. Adding housing and stuff over here kind of sucked away demand for our downtown area, but again, we'll be adding that as we go. So a couple of things that I want to do. First, I would like a tram system running downtown here, and I think it would make sense to have one just kind of circulating around here in the middle of the downtown plaza square area. The question with that becomes, where do I put the tram depot? And I think a good place for the tram depot would be somewhere down here. I know this is a little bit of ore material down here on this hill, but I'm okay to go ahead and ignore that and turn that into something else. It does look very nice. Like, it looks very rugged and natural and stuff, but, we can't preserve every square inch of rugged and natural beauty that we have here in our city. And so I'm thinking a tram depot down here in this area would make the most sense and would work well for us. So let's go ahead and do that. I've got a fair amount of money banked up, $430,000. It is 2032. Let the game run quite a bit while I worked on some improvements. Oh, also put down, I've decided to go ahead and embrace it, and this is just going to be our catch-all area for all of our buildings that we don't know where to place anywhere else. Tank reservoir, disaster response unit. I put our mail sorting facility here. Still haven't installed any or placed any post offices, which is a thing that we can do. But for now, our post sorting facility is operating right there just fine. Which leads me to think that maybe I should put a post office down so that this facility has somewhere to sort to. I don't know. I don't actually know how the post office functionality works. Anyway, so let's grab our, come down here and find our trams, which are right here. By the way, Sunset Coast update for this game coming out very soon, and I am very excited for it. And we'll definitely be utilizing some of the things in that update in our city here in our playthrough. I'm excited for those transit hubs. I think that's going to be a really nice and much needed addition to the game. So, like I say, really excited for that. So we could place this tram depot pretty much anywhere down here. Let's extend this road, actually. And on the one hand, it makes sense for it to be kind of out of the way. On the other hand, this is probably going to end up being something of a transit hub down here, and so it would make sense for the tram depot to be close into that. That's where we're going to put like metro station and or ferry station and or even a train terminal, a cargo train terminal would be super handy for this area actually. Yeah, actually it would, because then we wouldn't have trucks shipping cargo from our industrial area on the highway and clogging up our highway. We would instead be able to train it in, and then the trucks would just run inside the city. Huh, that's something that I hadn't thought about until just this moment. But I have lots of good ideas. Well, I have lots of ideas. Not all of them are great. Okay. So for now, anyway, let's go ahead and put our tram depot down here. And then let's just grab our tram tracks. And I like to have a little bit of a tram turnaround area. I think that makes a lot of sense. Let's go ahead and turn this 2-lane road into tram tracks for now. And then we'll just grab our plain tram tracks and make... We should be able to... No, we can't do that. Oh, we could do something like that, though. Yeah, it's nice to have just a little bit of a looped area. Something like that. Nope, that slope is too steep, apparently. Huh, yeah, no kidding, it is. Get rid of you that way then, and let's go ahead and flatten out this area here a little bit. Let's grab our, probably just soften, and we can just soften out this slope. I'm okay for the tram depot to be kind of nestled in the side of the hill like that. I think that is kind of fun and makes some sense. Kind of fun to see that cliff behind there, actually. Yeah, it's kind of nice. And then just go ahead and smooth this out a little bit, and then come back for our tram tracks. I'm relaxed, guys. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Shoot. I'm relaxed, guys. I am in no hurry at all today. It's pandemic, and it's stay-at-home day, right? For all of us. Hope everybody's safe. Hope everybody's having a decent time, and both mentally and physically. My friend that I work with, one of my coworkers, was talking about how his wife was having a little bit of a panic attack the other day, just with everything going on. And so, you know, if that's happening to you, I'm sorry. Hope you get feeling better here. Do we really need that second row of tram tracks back there? No. Okay, so we've got a little turnaround area here for now. We can expand that if we need to. Okay, now my biggest question is, like I say, I would like to run the tram kind of around downtown here. Getting the tracks there is going to be a little bit of a hassle. I would prefer to actually not have the tram run right here in this intersection, because I don't want to slow traffic down at this point. It's already going to be slowed down at this point. With that in mind, I'm wondering, so I don't know how tram tracks work when they're not on the road. I don't know how placing stops works, so we're going to come over here and experiment for a second. Let's say, just for the sake of argument, that we grab our tram tracks and imagine, if you will, a line of tram tracks. That's actually the road. I don't want the road, I just want plain tracks. A line of tram tracks running around the inside perimeter of this park. All the way around. That would clear up congestion on the road. Also imagine, say, Is there a path with trees? There is. There are a couple of options, actually. This is, I think, the park path with trees. Could we run you park path right along here? What would that do for us? That would not actually link up with the tram tracks at all. thinking that's not going to work for us. We're going to have to run the tram on the road itself. Let's come here to our... I think just stay with the 6-lane roads. I should have a 6-lane road with tram tracks. Yes, with dedicated tram. That's what I want. But let's just start you here. Tram track road. And I'm going to continue my idea, or use that idea of having just the plain tram line. How can I link this tram line in? These tracks in? This would link in like this, if I wanted it to do that. Okay, and that's, you know, this way of the big intersection that's kind of clogging things up, so that's good news, actually. What are our other options for connecting up? Hope you guys are learning things. I am definitely learning things. Okay, so we could literally just do like a square like that. And then we could run those tracks over like this. Yeah, we'll leave you there for now, I guess. Do a little jog this way. And then I would actually prefer... Let's see, sorry, I'm trying to do too many things at once here. It's not working super well. Let's do something like this, and then we'll plant just like a line of trees and bushes and stuff like that to kind of hide those tram tracks from view, although they're not going to look bad, honestly, having this kind of nice little tram thing running through your city. Not the worst thing in the world. We'll go ahead and remove that, and bring you this way, and then this way, and then this way. And that gives us a little bit of room there. I probably want to space that intersection out just a little bit more, because we're going to have like traffic light right here, and then traffic light. So let's undo what we just did there, and probably go back to what I originally had. Why didn't you just leave it? Because I didn't think that far ahead, that's why. Okay, so we've got that in, which I think is quite a grand idea. Now all we need to do is basically duplicate it on the other side, and then go along here and upgrade this 6-lane road, because the traffic gets not as bad as we move this direction, right? It's mostly just that one main intersection there. And then this all can turn into tram lanes. In fact, we could even do kind of what we just did to avoid traffic in the roundabout. I kind of like that idea. Let's turn you back into just a plain 2-lane road for now. You can turn back into the boulevard, or the 6-lane road. You can turn back into just a plain 6-lane road. And then right here, let's take another jog out, and with just the plain tram tracks, like here. Boom. Okay, that works quite well. In fact, I should probably come back to this road here, change you back. There we go, and then we just get the... We don't have the intersection that doesn't go anywhere with the dead end. We just have the... Yeah, that's working. Okay, that's great. And then if we needed to or wanted to, we could run a tram line out here, but I don't feel like that's necessary at this point. I'm planning on covering these neighborhoods here with buses. This kept me up last night, guys, working on this. It was... Or thinking about it, not working on it, thinking about it. These are the things that keep me up at night, is how could I lay out my trams? And then do something like this. Now, interesting, that actually does hook up with the sidewalk. Hold on just a second here. If I just run you straight along like this. I'm curious about whether that will actually let me place a stop there. If so, we might go back to our original plan, or somewhat original plan, and I might have the tram lines just run around the perimeter here of the roads. Could run a tram line up here instead. Just looking in here, I'm not loving what that's doing for us. Could run the tram up here. Have you come out here, but then, you know, that might cause traffic issues. Although we don't have traffic backing up on this road necessarily. Oh gosh, I don't know, guys. I don't know what the right call is. Is the right call? The right call might just be, let's undo all that hard work we just did. Right? Annoying, huh? Because I thought I would be okay with how it would look with tram lines running inside the square here. I'm just not feeling it. That's just not going to do it for me. So let's instead just turn this little 2-lane road, and I won't zone pretty much anything on this 2-lane road. But we can turn this bunch of stuff here. Oh wait, nope. Let's go back, actually. You can just be regular road. This will be tram line, right around here. So we want our... where's our one-way tram? There we go. By the way, if you see me using modded roads, it's because I'm, using modded roads. Bad Peanut has a ton that are awesome. Ton of modded roads that give you just more options, basically. And so that's mostly what I'm using that you see here, if you see some funky roads going on. Okay, so back to just kind of the default and the normal. I'm okay with it. We'll see how it works. We should still end up better off traffic-wise than we were before. And I really like having the tram run right in front of our downtown City Hall area. I think that'll look super sharp. Come back here, and then do the same thing. I know, I could have saved us like at least 5 minutes of sitting and staring at this video, right? If I had just known I was going to do this before, but I didn't know I was going to do this before. And so here we are. Okay, now we do need to connect up, which actually isn't going to be an issue. Because I can just take the tracks along here, and are you guys one way? No, you are one way. That's okay. I'm gonna leave this road as 2-way. I did that intentionally so that people driving on this road can, yeah, it still works. People driving on this road can go either way, left or right. So they're not forced to go this direction and add to the traffic here on this road. Okay, so we've got that. Now we just continue our tram. And I'm thinking let's actually run straight line road like that. And are you a road? I can't tell. You guys should be tracks, not road. I don't want this to be a road, I just want that to be plain tracks. I must have done that wrong. Tram track, there we go. Hey! That looks good, that works well. Okay, and then finally finish up like this. Okay, so we have our track laid. That is step 1. Step 2 now is just putting in stops, which should be a fairly straightforward thing. Actually, one thing that I was kind of wanting to do. Ferries, where are you? There's the monorail. There's the cable car, which I've never used. Is it under ship? Ferry and bus exchange stop. Oh, that's nice. Ferry pier, ferry stop, and ferry depot. Ferry depot is where ferries stay between work shifts and are sent to lines automatically, and maximum amount of vehicles per line is handled by the budget. Okay. So we have a ferry stop, small ferry stop that fits in a canal. Easily connect ferry stops and piers with ferry line to create lines. Do I want to put in a ferry pier? Here-ish. Space already occupied. Okay, what kind of space will you actually fit in, you ferry pier? Out of city limits. Huh. Yeah, I think it would be kind of cool to put in... Oh, this will work great right here. Granted, my tram line doesn't actually run to that. Is that a problem? Oh wait, there's a spot for it right here that it'll fit. Barely. Boom. And then there's a tram right here. People should be able to walk really easily to it. Let's get rid of these roads here. What have I just done? I don't know why that little error message is popping up. But you can just come grab... let's use our bike lane roads, actually, since that's probably pretty much the only transit we're going to be using in this particular spot. Alright guys, sorry I got interrupted there, but I am back. Crazy, it's my whole routine is thrown off now. Now my wife is working from home with me, so with both of us in the house, and she's displaced me too from the place in the room where I normally record because she has to work and working from home, and so she takes priority over my needs, of course, since she's the one actually making most of the money in our relationship. But anyway, so I got this ferry stop placed. And I was, okay, yeah, I'm still getting these little, like, not connected signs, and I have no idea why. Truly no idea. And also traffic is becoming a real issue, so, right here on this exit, so I don't know the best way to fix it, but let's get some trams down, and hopefully that helps alleviate some of the problem. Although, again, that'll be mostly inner-city traffic that we'll be working with. Also, we are almost out of power. Ooh, yeah, our electricity availability is not great. We do have a solar power plant that we can place down for $80,000, or whatever the unit of currency you prefer is. Let's go ahead and do that, and I'm okay to go ahead with that out here on this end of town. Boom, out in our industrial area. Now we should be getting plenty of power as soon as that fires up. Let's watch this. 241 megawatts is what we're producing. Boom! 382 megawatts. Perfect. We are still perfectly green as far as our power production goes, which is fantastic. So those power issues should go away soon. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're in better shape now. Okay, let's actually place those metro stops, or those tram stops, and then we'll call it a day. So all we have to do is grab the tram here, and I like, when I do trams, I like to do them in kind of reverse circles to each other. So let's say, for instance, we'll put our first stop here. That'll be the start of the line. Let's add another one. You want trams to not have too terribly difficult a time getting around town. You don't want to have them stop too often. Let's see. Putting a stop in there is not an option. Yeah, this is just to eliminate some of the weird one-way issues that I was getting. Don't understand why I need that little loop, but that loop is there. So, whatever, it's fine. We could put a stop in right here, and apparently... Okay, so this is just plain naked track. Let's try adding a stop here and see what happens. Boom, stop right there. And then let's put a stop in here, a little farther down the road. And then let's put a stop right in front of basically right in front of City Hall. There, makes sense. And then another one. These stops are getting a little closer together than I normally like to put them. Put one here. Tram really is designed to be a circulator vehicle, and so it works best if you don't try to put too many stops in. I may not even zone here, but I'll put a stop here anyway. And then might as well put a stop right here, and then we can complete the line like that. And then what I like to do is go ahead and come the other way, because that's one of the big issues with transit in my experience, is that if it runs in a circle, but it only runs one way, like you miss the tram, and then you're out of luck, you have to wait for it to make a whole other circle, unless there are multiple running, but then that causes its own problems, and yeah, so we're just gonna do this in kind of complete the line in the backwards way. So we have two lines running the identical route, making identical stops. Oh, that's interesting, that traffic inside the tunnel has cleared up. Traffic on the highway bridge, on the other hand, serious issues. Okay, let's go ahead and unpause. Yeah, probably doing some things with our cargo, and perhaps our zoning for heavy traffic and things would start to alleviate that. Okay, so we unpaused there. Our trams are starting to leave the station. Let's come in real quick here to the lines overview for tram. And I want to edit these lines. Purple is fine for the one, but let's make the other one pink so that we have just a slight distinction between the two. Related colors, but different colors. You're actually going to try to cut along there. Interesting. So those trams will start, let's actually go up a couple of speeds and let those start to spread out, and then we'll see how they're starting to be used. Interesting. Okay. So let's pause here for a second. I have two ferry depots down now, or two ferry stops. This is just a plain stop, and then this is our depot here. I would just or ferry pier. I don't have a depot down yet, which is what I need to place, which is what I've been trying to say. Let's go grab our ships, and ferry depot is what we need. You're pretty good size, ferry depot. Where's a good spot for you? Over here, actually. Yeah, I'm not mad about how that works at all. We can just tuck you in right here, and then we'll just connect you with roads to our existing roads. One there, and one there. It's a little sloppy, but I'm okay with that, as I tend to be. And then let's get some water run down to you, my friend. Extend our pipes network. There we go. Okay, now let's come back to our ships tab, and we should be able to draw ferry routes. Oh, and I have an aircraft carrier. That's right, this is modded in. This is because I went to San Diego and I was like, oh man, they have an aircraft carrier on their waterfront. How cool would it be to be able to place an aircraft carrier as like, and use it as a tourist attraction in my city? Oh, cool. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's where it is. And also the Ticonderoga battlecruiser. I believe those do function as tourist buildings, but okay. So we have ferry pathway. I will confess, you guys, I have not used ferries before. So let's have ferries go this way, make a turn, make another turn. Not much of a turn though. Oh, this is fun, and this is actually setting the paths that the ships will take so they don't just take a boring straight line in between stops. I like that a lot. I am glad that is a feature. Okay, and then you can just connect straight up here, right? Does that connect to the node? Yes, it does. And then we'll set another pathway. These boats going this way can come out here, make a bit of a U-turn. What is that down there? Oh, that's a sunken ship that I can't get around. That's cool. And then down this way. To connect and finish things there. Okay, so let's put a line here and a stop. And oh, really? Are you guys just gonna turn around instead of going this way? Okay, that's fine, I guess. So this second path we drew was useless, but there we go. We now have ferries in the city as well. What are you mad about? Needs to be connected to lines. That makes sense. Are you actually going to let me? Oh no, because you're out of city limits. Crap. That's terrible. I wonder if I can run this line or this route over here. Oh no, we are out of city limits. Water required. You know what, guys? I think this is what canals are for. I've never used canals before. Let's make a canal. Is this not the appropriate application for a canal? Shallow canals, except only a small amount of water. Let's see. Canals. Let's put in a medium canal, and let's just cut right here. Boom. A little bit derpy with the hill there, but we need this for now. I can remove this at some other point, or I can leave it. I don't know. It's kind of fun. Okay, come back to our ferries. Ferry routes. Delete you. Grab you, and just give me a straight line here. Okay, so our ferries now will take this kind of roundabout, weird way to get around. But it'll work. Maybe. Hold on, I'm gonna have to rework this. Delete you guys. So weird to be deleting just random dotted lines. Okay, so we'll delete this nice little route here. You do need to come in and connect like so. Okay, now we'll grab our route drawer again and take it from this node around this way. Distance too short. Yes, I know. go. And just like that. Does that work? Ferries are moving. They're leaving. Hoping that'll cut down on a little bit of passenger traffic. And I can connect this up with transit too. Potentially a tram, more likely buses, and I'll definitely, when I get metros up and running, I'll have metros near all of my ferry stops and so forth too, so that, and near my tram stops and things. Okay, so we're still having big traffic issues on this bridge. I'm curious to see how they clear up, or if they clear up, as our trams start moving, and they are indeed starting to move. You know what? I can just turn this back into a regular two-lane road. Right? Yes, I can. Hot dog. Okay, so I'll rework this a little bit. Okay, so it looks like people can indeed walk along the side of the tram paths. That's something I didn't know. I've always only used the roads and had stops on the roads. Okay. Our first ferries are on their way. We have people walking by the truckload. Oh my goodness. And you are full. You have 50 out of 50 passengers. That's fantastic, guys. I'm really happy with that. Looks like those ferries are actually going to work for us. Yeah, and you guys are full of passengers as well. Probably fewer down here is what I'm guessing. I don't know, that's a lot of people queuing up to get on a boat. Oh, that's fantastic. I've never used ferries, actually. I've always played mostly landlocked cities. And so, trains and metros and stuff, and trams. Metros are magic. I love metros. I love using metros in my cities. Okay, and I'm curious. Tram has 90 out of 90 passengers, so it looks like people are opting for the trams as well. And you know what? This is a great time. I know it's time and past time to end the episode here, but I'm wondering if I want to come in here and do free public transport. Increase use of public transportation, no ticket income, but I'm making a lot of income from my industrial areas and everything anyway. Let's click it, and that'll set free public transport for the entire city. That's super nice, right? We all wish we lived in cities with free public transport. Yeah, still traffic issues right here. Let me know, you guys, what you think about... Oh, academic year report, academic works 2. Oh, this is for LaBarre College. So I think we just leveled up. Yeah, we are now recognized. We have trade school cafeteria, trade school fountain, trade school gymnasium, and trade school outdoor study all available. And we have a research grant that funded scavenged from nature. These feathery hats are attempting to bring a more naturistic touch to the modern fashion. And we had 2 whole toga parties. Over 9,000 white bed sheets were appropriated by students for this year's toga parties. Awesome. Okay. Well, I'm not mad about the progress we've made this episode, guys. Again, this traffic is a real issue, and I'm not entirely sure how to handle it. Cargo train terminals might be the best option. Regular train terminals might be the best option. Like passenger trains might work too, and metro line connecting us over here and over here, so that people can get to and from work instead of having to use this road. Although I'm seeing a lot of garbage trucks popping up. Station wagon, you are unemployed, you are driving to the store. You are picking up a dead body. I'm just doing a quick audit here of what all these cars are doing. You are delivering goods, you're a garbage truck. Okay, so we're getting a lot of garbage trucks, which makes sense because I don't have any garbage collection or refining capability on this island itself. Anyway, much to think about. I will continue thinking and continue working. In the meantime, let me know what you guys think, and have a fantastic day and a fantastic week.